Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a premiere video tonight. This is probably going to premiere at 1 or 2 a.m. tonight. So this is going to be for Linkin Park's Meteora 20th Anniversary Edition for CD4, which I believe is the demo part of it or something like that. But pretty much I'm going to discuss what I listened to for CD4 that I'm going to be discussing about. I guess they're called 2002 demos to 2003 demos. I gotta look into it and see what the title of it is, which I probably will title it something. But still, gonna discuss what I listened to for all 19 tracks for this version of the 20th Anniversary Edition for Linkin Park Meteora, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now it starts with A.06, and pretty good start for a 54-second track. It's not much of a track, but it does get the job done with how it's sounding. So 5 out of 5. Not really disappointed with it. The mixing is pretty good, and so is the drum work and guitar work. Pretty Birdie, Somewhere I Belong, 2002 demo. Pretty good stuff from what I heard. I really like this one, so 5 out of 5. Sold My Soul to Your Mama, I believe is how it's called. It's kind of a weird ass title in my honest opinion, but it's solid. It's not my favorite, but it's one of the good tracks, but has some weak moments. But it's not much of a track. You only get like almost 2 minutes of a track with this one, but it's solid. So 4.5 out of 5. Standing in the Middle just has Mike Shinoda rapping in it, and a few featured artists in the song. I think 2 or 3. Well, I think 2, if I'm being precise. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, 4.5 out of 5 for this one. Not that I hated it, I just think it's good in its own way. Just has some weak moments with how Mike is rapping, and the other rappers just had some. I think when the chorus came in, it was just, I wasn't feeling for the chorus too much, in my honest opinion. Program Meteora demo, pretty good stuff. Really like this one. For the demo version of this song, so 5 out of 5. Faint demo 2002, pretty good. Really like this one. Mike Shinoda does most of the rapping in it, and it sounds pretty good with how it's sounding. So 5 out of 5. Really like the words they put in this Faint demo 2002 song, so really enjoying this one. Figure.09 demo 2002, pretty good stuff from what I heard. It does tend to drag on a bit, but not as long. It's mostly Chester singing and slightly screaming from time to time, but Mike doesn't come into like the bridge part of the song, but it sounds pretty strong. 5 out of 5. Drawing Breaking the Habit demo 2002 is a pretty good song. Really like the production in this, and the mixing on this track is pretty outstanding, and really digging this one, so 5 out of 5. Then comes Cumulus, Cumulus. This is how you pronounce it, I guess. Cumulus, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. 2002 demo, pretty good stuff from what I heard. Not much of a track. I think it was not much of a track, if I remember correctly. Maybe 2-3 minutes or so. I'm not 100% sure. I have to go back and listen to it, but 5 out of 5. A-6 original long version is pretty good from what I heard. Really like this one, so I recommend checking this one out too. It's pretty good from what I'm hearing. 5 out of 5. The soundtrack Meteora demo is pretty good too. Really liking the symphonic mixing in this track with how Joe Hahn is using the programming in this track, and pretty outstanding. Sorry about that. That's my phone or whatever dinging away. It might be a notification of something. I don't know what. But 5 out of 5. Broken Foot Meteora demo. Pretty good from what I listened to, and definitely recommend checking this one out too. think you guys will like it. It's off the CD4 version of this Meteora 20th Anniversary Edition album, and I'll give it a 5 out of 5. Ominous Meteora demo is pretty good too, liking what I'm listening to. So 5 out of 5. Unfortunate Unreleased Demo 2002. It's another good one from what I'm hearing. I think this CD was probably the longest in my personal opinion, but I have my critiques on it, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. So, Ominous is getting a 5 out of 5, so is Unfortunate, 5 out of 5. Pepper is pretty good from what I'm listening to. I think it was Unfortunate that was the shorter one, or Pepper. I can't honestly remember, but I'm really digging those tracks from what they're going for. 5 out of 5. And then comes Breaking the Habit, original mic 2002 demo. I found this to be disappointing, unfortunately. It's not that I hated it too much, but it's just the way Mike Shinoda is singing it. Yeah, the creativity and his ingenious in this track with the lyrics is pretty creative, but the problem is he couldn't sing very well with how the song is sounding overall. It's just not flowing with his vocals, in my personal opinion. But he was starting off with his vocals in this one, but still, I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. I found it to be slightly disappointing in my personal opinion. It's going to really bring down the album, the CD4 rating for this review, but still. It is what it is. It happened. It's one of the weakest songs off here, the CD4 version of this whole Meteora 20th Anniversary Edition album, but it happened. It is what it is. Halo Unreleased Demo 2002 is pretty good. This is where the album gets back on track for this 4th CD. So I really like it. 5 out of 5. Rhinoceros is pretty good for the 2002 demo. I'm really liking how it's sounding overall. Drum work and guitar work is pretty fantastic. So definitely recommend checking this one out. 5 out of 5. And finally, we get to the last track, Attach 2003 demo, and it's pretty good from what I'm hearing as the closing track for the CD4 version of this album. So 5 out of 5. Sorry about my hiccuping. I was eating something a bit and drinking a Powerade, and I'm getting the hiccups now, so please forgive me on that. Overall, in my personal opinion, production, mixing, and execution-wise, I think this album was decent. The CD4 version of this album was slightly torn with Breaking the Habit original mic 2002 demo. I was going to give it a lower score, but the creativity, the mixing, and the production in this track was pretty outstanding. I'll give it plus for. That I'll give positive feedback on. Mike Shinoda singing in it with the falsetto singing at the chorus, and how he's singing the song with the lyrics, it did not connect with me on a level where I like it. So it was slightly disappointing. So if I were to give this CD4 of Meteora 20th Anniversary Edition for Linkin Park for this review, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's decent. It's probably one of the weakest CDs off this whole Anniversary Edition for Meteora 20th for Linkin Park's discography, but still. It happened. It is what it is. It's probably one of the weakest ones I probably won't come back to. So, CD4 is getting a 7 out of 10 for Linkin Park Meteora 20th Anniversary Edition for this review. Thanks for watching, guys.